Welcome back. Today we'll be tackling the Sloghuts.
Hey, Munch! Kwama's looking great. Now work together to rescue those mudokon scrubs. You can tell a scrub by its fashionably striped outfit.
So, this is the first Sloghut level out of the 2 levels in the game. I kinda over-exaggerated in the last update about how bad they were. It's really not that bad. The first 2/3 of the level are actually pretty fun. You can see why I think they're fun. First third revolves around this recycling machine and our using them with the crane. And we have to clean out this whole screen of enemies so we can save these scrubs, which are the mudokons that we have to save, which look significantly different. Now, I've said in the second update that sligs and slogs in this game don't get along very well, usually. And you can see here that holding a slig over a slog makes it a bit rowdy. And then this happens. For some reason, the slig chases the crane while it's being attacked. I'm not really sure what the why it does that, but it doesn't fight back. The slog takes a bite out of it as much as it can. So if you're thinking of alternate ways to kill sligs, there you go. I do it all the time, personally. Now, you can also throw enemies into the recycling machine, which is, it's not really a glitch, more like just the physics being weird. Basically, the game is programmed to, as soon as the character model touches the blades, it instantly dies. And I'm getting trouble trying to get the slog here. And I actually try to throw it in, but it's kind of hard to do. But I just wanted to state that why I'm like moving the crane like this to try to throw it in the blades. No, I almost feel bad for them. Except I don't. Now, after all of the enemies are done, we get to control Abe and, well, not control Abe, but clean up the area, get all the scrubs. Don't throw them into the recycling machine, because that can very much happen. And if you're going for a kill-all run, then you can do that, but that's not what we're doing. It's pretty funny watching them run, though. As you can see, scrubs are kind of weird, different. They have little prison hats and little prison garments. They're kind of gray, so they look significantly different than the worker mudokons in the last 2 games to differentiate them from natives and the like. They can't fight. If you tell them to fight, they'll just not know what you're talking about, but they can still do some work, even if it's just pulling levers. And pulling levers will be a... oh, well, there you go. Pulling levers will be a very big part of the Sloghuts. Sounds weird, but you'll see what I mean soon enough.
Everybody listen. Hey, what's happening? That's good going. Hey guys, you must get those mudokon scrubs through this gauntlet of sleek poppers and hungry sloggies. Whew, I have no idea how you're gonna pull this off. See ya.
Even the shaman knows that this level is pretty mean. Of course, we're not getting to the bad part yet. First, we gotta just get all these scrubs to the bottom for the last third. And then after that, we're gonna have Munch go across what I like to call the room of death. Or the hallway of death. I'm not really sure what you'd want to call it. take a good look. Seems pretty harmless, right? Well, this is a hallway full of shooting sligs, mines, and a bunch of slogs. And at the end of this hallway are a bunch of sligs ready to shoot your butt down. Now, you don't really have to kill the sligs at the end here, but it'll make your life much easier. So, we get to take control of another crane. I think this is the only level where you have 2 cranes in one level, so that's something to note. Again, you can have some fun, try to kill some sligs, 2 birds with 1 stone. Not sure if I said this before, but the powder kegs do respawn, so you can use them as much as you want. And now, we have to get all of these scrubs across that hallway to the end of the level. How are we going to do that, you may ask? Well, you may recall that I've talked about how carrying mudokons becomes a part of an essential part to some of the puzzles in this game. This is an example of some of those puzzles. Oh, and just to give you an idea of what we're going through. Yep. Gonna have to go through that with Abe at least 6 times if you want to pass the level. And 10 times or so for us because we want to save all the scrubs.
You just hang here for a while. Whatever.
Gonna leave Munch standing on that pressure pad so the door keeps open so we can keep drinking this espresso, which is gonna be very vital to our survival. And quick save, of course, because you don't know when you could just run into a mine and just die. So, this is the basic gist of it, I guess. You can use the scrub as a bit of a human shield, you can say, so Abe doesn't get hurt as much. It's kind of hard to avoid the shots, because the sligs have these guns that they don't normally carry. These are usually guns that more powerful and bigger enemies use, and this is really the only level in the game where normal sligs use them, which only makes their life harder, pretty much. And there's no other way of doing this that I can tell, because the scrubs will just run into the mines or get shot by the sligs. If it means anything, you can trick the slogs into running into mines, and they're not infinitely respawning. So, if you manage to kill enough of the slogs, they'll stop bothering you, and that'll just be one less pain off your back. Eventually, you'll have Abe at low enough health where he'll die from all the shots, so it's better to just kill him just outright after a couple of mudokon runs and revive him at this certain area, because you don't want Abe to die while he's carrying a scrub, because then the sligs will shoot that scrub and then he'll be gone pretty much. Exciting, right? Luckily, through the power of editing magic, we can just press the pause screen, and when we get out of it, we only have 1 scrub left to carry. It's great, right? You don't have to watch me carrying all 10 scrubs. And yeah, I'm not talking much, but really, what else can you say about this level that isn't really apparently obvious? When you save all the scrubs, you have these 6 levers here that you have to pull at once, which is why you need to save them in the first place. If all the scrubs died, then you'll get a little message saying you screwed up, and you have to start the level over. Also wacky camera angles.
Oh, yeah. Hey, what's up? Hey.
And because the opportunity arises after saving all of the scrubs, I decided to show off that you can actually possess the Sligs in this level. Granted, you have the Kwarma. Or the Kwarma, the Spoos, excuse me. What's interesting here is that once you possess a Slig here, they actually recognize you being possessed. That usually never happens. You have to like taunt them first before they attack you. Nevertheless, here is a Slig Popper with a gun that he really shouldn't have. I'll go more into detail with this gun when the normal Slig that uses it, but until then, you can see just how deadly it is. Usually Slig Poppers have these weak little wimpy guns that are still effective, but not as effective as this. If I wanted to, I probably could have cleared out this whole area of Sligs, but that'd be boring. So I just decided, forget it, we're gonna go on our way and leave our first Sloghut. And you can tell why I don't like this level that much. It's an alright idea, I guess, but the execution was just not that good. And also I'm killing Munch because it'd be faster for me, since there's a revival lake here. And that's all for this update of Let's Play Oddworld Munch's Oddysee. This is Metroixer. I hope this stage didn't sour your taste of the game too much, because next time we'll be attacking the Mudokon Fortress, one of my favorite levels in the game. See you then.
That's nasty.